Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first Power of 10. Now, these are going to be powerful 10-minute sharing and trainings that will expand your mind, improve your performance, and boost your energy. So you really are showing up as your best self. My name's Marianne Smith. I'm a personal transformation and business coach for the modern women in business. And I support ambitious women globally to be able to step confidently into their CEO roles, lead powerfully from their unique feminine genius, to be able to expand their wealth and not only create the lives they were born to live, but also to have an amazingly positive impact on our world. And today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 bits of learning that I've taken from my Genius CEO program to add on to the post that I shared earlier today, because this is how this is going to work. I'm going to share a post each day, sharing value, giving you insights, and then I'm going to share a bit more about it through the Power of 10. Now, today's post was all about how to do everything, how to not do everything, how to not do everything and feel fabulous about it. Now, if your body's starting to think, oh my goodness, listen in. Because so many women who reach out to work with me, who come into my Genius CEO and Elevate to Epic programs, are so busy doing things they shouldn't be doing. And I'm going to share with you 3 things that you could really, if you stepped in and took action on these today, would make all the difference to the results you're getting and the experience of being a woman in business. And the first one, now this might sound simple, but let go of the expectation that you have to do everything, or even more so, let go of the expectation that you want to do everything. Honestly, the amount of women who say to me, I want to be doing everything, and this is all about keeping that control, and they completely justify doing everything in their business because they really truly believe that if they keep costs low and do everything themselves, their business will benefit. And the reality is, it doesn't work out that way. The flip side is that the pain is always there, and it shows up in deteriorating mind, body, spirit. And over time, keeping doing everything, these things deplete, burn out. But their expectation of wanting to do everything is so powerful. Guess what they do once they've recovered? They get onto that wagon and do exactly the same over and over again. And the reason I can talk about this, oh my goodness, if you put me back 20 years, I was doing that all the time. I mean, all the time. I was exhausted, burnout central, left, right, and centre. So I just want you to connect today with what expectations are you currently holding about doing everything, about keeping control, about saving money, and about thinking that that is going to bring you success and positive results. And what has been the impact on your whole nervous system, your body, because of actually showing up in that way. Bring this into your consciousness today. So that's number 1. The next thing I want you to do is to really start to think about what you're good at. What do you love doing? Where's your talent? Where's your genius? What just makes you glow when you do it? And how much are you currently doing of that in your business? How much? If you were to give it a percentage, pop in the chats, pop in the comments, wherever you're seeing this, give me the percentage of how much you are really doing the stuff that fills you with passion and that you're amazing at. Because all too often, it can be such a tiny percentage of the overall tasks that we are actually taking on. And I want you to bring this into your consciousness as well, because you will end up doing so many things that you don't like doing and you're not good at. It will suck the life out of even the enjoyment you eventually get out of the stuff. You'll be saying, I used to like doing that, before you know it. And I know that because I've done it. I remember starting a beauty business and I loved it when I started it. It was so creative. I loved the people, the talk, being able to do nails, new things. Oh, it was amazing, filled me with joy. But it was only about 20% of my activity, actually. The 80 hours a week, I was doing stuff I hated. And don't ask me now to do your nails for you. I mean, that was 20 years ago, but don't ask me now because I couldn't do it no matter how much you paid me. And the other thing it does is that you end up, because you're trying to do all the stuff that, everything, you end up going on trainings and trying to edit stuff and things that you will never like. Never like. I hate tech, always have done, always will. My brain just wasn't wired for it. That's just the way it was. But do you know how much time and money I have spent on techie courses? Thousands, and weeks of time that I have got no return for at all. Now, had I just identified that and worked hard, prioritising raising the capital to get somebody in as quick as I could to take over that responsibility, I'd have saved thousands. So you see how this works. So I just want you to bring all of this into your consciousness today. Bring it into your consciousness so that you're aware of what's really going on for you. And finally, this leads on to the next part. If I was to tell you 60% of your time across your life and business, should be spent only on high impact activities that only you can do. Only you can do. Now, if your body's saying, oh, how do you work out 60%? Even that's telling me something, that there's something in your structures that isn't right, that you don't know that. If I look at my diary, I can tell right away how many coaching clients I've had in a week just by the way that I organise it. But 60% of your activity should be on things that are high impact and only you can do. I have a whole module around high performance within the Genius CEO that explores this and so many more topics that will be able to put you into a place of high performance. But today I want you to really focus on this by doing this exercise, and I'll invite you to do this exercise. I want you to take a moment, a big bit of paper you're going to need for this, or just a few small ones if you haven't got a big one, and write down everything you do, every responsibility you have, everything from changing the toilet roll in the house, to cooking the dinners for the kids, to chairing a board meeting, to recruiting staff, you name it, you write it down. You will be amazed, by the way, at how much you have on this paper. But get into flow, and once it's done, once you've got over the shock at how much you do, I want you to ask this question. I want you to look at each of those things on the paper and ask yourself, does that task help me to powerfully move forward towards my goal? Yes or no? There's no maybes, there's no grey in this. Yes or no? If it's a yes, circle it. If it's a no, leave it for now. This is stuff that we might pick up on at a later date in these Power of 10 and stuff that I explore more in the Genius CEO. But today we are focused on the yeses, and circle them all. And once you've done that, I want you to take a look at those yeses and identify 3 of them that are the top 3 that only you can do and would have the biggest impact on your life and your business if you gave them 60% of your attention every single week. And I cannot wait to hear what you discover when you do this. And if you were to focus on them, what would the impact be? What would the impact be? Bring all of this into your consciousness. So today, let's reflect. Really tap into what your expectations are about wanting and needing to do everything. What do you love? What are you just amazing at? And how much of your time is spent not doing that? And what's the consequence? And finally, 60% of your time should be spent on only activities you can do that are high impact, and go through that exercise for me. And if you're wanting to add onto this again, if that still isn't enough for you, go to the post that I put out earlier today, and there's even more on this subject there. Now, if any of this resonates with you, please do like, share, comment wherever you're watching this. I would be full of gratitude if you would. And if you are ready, if you're sitting there thinking, I want to know more, I know this is only the tip of the iceberg, and I want to do more to make that impact in my business, to change the life that I currently have, and to step into being the business woman that you've dreamed of being, reach out to me in the DMs, because the Genius CEO program that all of this stuff that I'm sharing comes from is now open for applications. Application is simple. Message me. I'll ask you a few qualifying questions that just give me an idea whether you'll be a fit to get some amazing results in there. And we can be on a call, on our first one-to-one, pushing you forward as early as next week. And there's a bonus at the moment because I've extended my 2021 prices until the 14th of February, sharing the love here in Tenerife until then. So folks, it's been wonderful sharing the very first Power of 10 with you. I look forward to seeing you, sharing more about each of the posts I put up every day, and inviting you to get in your diary 12 noon every single day and gift yourself the power of 10 to expand your knowledge and boost your energy so that you are always showing up as your best self. Thanks for joining in. Look forward to seeing you and getting to know you better.